Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG that will finally answer the question, why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mordor? And we are one step closer to answering that question. I am your lore master, Don Marshall, and around me are my internet friends. Say hi, internet friends.
Hi, internet
Hello.
friends.
We have a very special occasion today because today is our first and hopefully last live stream, but streaming. I don't know if there's a better word for that, but you guys don't have to, no, actually I can't edit this out. So you guys are going to have to deal with all of our mess ups. As Charlotte said shortly ago, you're going to see how the sausage is made. That was way too many S's in a sentence. We carry on. A couple of thank yous to get through. Special thanks to our sponsor. You can go to therookandtheraven.com for all of your TTRPG note-taking needs. Tori has been using several of their books, as well as a bunch of other notebooks. How many pages or lines do you have left, Tori?
Oh boy. These are all full.
Okay.
So this is the newest one we've just started. So
please send more.
So I would love. I'm gonna get some more. Christmas is coming up, so I'll just drop some hints.
There we go. We also want to give a special shout out to The One Ring by Free League Publishing for the early copy. Thank you for sending us the early copy of The One Ring so we could play in a more fleshed out version of Middle-earth. You can go to freeleaguepublishing.com. We have 4 people to thank. That is Sarah M. Shunky. You can follow her at Sarah M. Shunky on Instagram for the artwork. You can also follow Little Wit the Cartographer for his services on Facebook for the maps. The music is done by Cullen Vance. You're going to hear a version of that hopefully later in the stream, provided my players don't die before the combat or after. We'll see what happens. And finally, a special thanks to my wife, who, I'm sorry, Halloweth has 4 HP. I can only, 3 HP. Thank you for being honest, Zach.
Less.
Thank you for keeping me honest. And special thanks to my wife. She goes by Nat20Wife across all social media platforms. And with all of that out of the way, are we ready to get started without the theme song?
Ooh,
that's
just
so
diving
weird. Yes.
Bum, bum, bum. So I did forget to prep the video file, so you're all just going to have to imagine bum, 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 from the mind of Don Marshall. Dum, 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 in association with Free League Publishing. Dum, 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 featuring Zach Smith, Tori Fox, Max Randolph, and Charlotte Moore Lambert. Dum, 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 and Nat20Wife. Dum, 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 dum. Special guest a few episodes ago, Brendan Lee Mulligan. Dum, 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 dum. And welcome back. When we last left off, we met Grimbjorn's kids.
Yes.
And they're so normal and fine.
Yeah, not
What?
traumatized at all.
Everything's fine and no one's a tree.
The party just a few hours previously had spent the better part of the day and then some searching for Gollum. Oh, this is so weird because I'm monitoring live chat in my iPad down below, and I just saw Tori put her hands up from 15 seconds ago. It is the most disconcerting thing. Let's keep it going. We had spent our time searching for Gollum. The party took Singaya's boat, traveled down south along the mountain range, and looking on the eastern side of the river towards Mordor. Several hours much later in the day and into the evening, you found him, and with the help of Havari and Raval, who accompanied you on the journey, you managed to track Gollum all the way to the inner workings of what seemed to be a kind of underground cave that took you quite a while to get through. It was only through some really, and I mean, guys, really, really good rolls that we got through that in less than 1 episode, which is not what I was expecting, but here we are. The next episode, as you 3 elves roll Gandalf's critical successes and stealth checks. What'd you see in the live chat, Charlotte?
Josh observed that my name is spelled correctly, but Max's is spelled wrong in the overlay.
No!
It's Randolph.
No!
Randy. Max Randy.
That's my elven name, yes. Randolph.
We even looked at this before we went live.
We did.
You had it up for like 5 seconds. I didn't look at it long enough.
Well, I can only apologize, Max.
To Max Randolph.
Don, were you feeling Randy?
You know, Max, in this show, it's pretty much a constant state of, I'm running it. Anyway, you met Grimbjorn's kids as well as managed to see Gollum, who is traveling with a cave troll that Tariel has not even met yet, named Marvin. However, in perhaps the ballsiest move I've ever seen Beery make, and he's made a lot of ballsy moves, he forgoes the stealth check, pulls out the tooth necklace. Good memory on that one, Max, because I saw a few folks in live chat. What is it? What is this? This is from months ago, almost a year, that Grimbjorn gave you the tooth necklace as a show of good faith. And in a way that I can't even describe, that is like the perfect thing you could have done as we begin with Valgrim, the not tree. Oh, yeah, sorry. One of Grimbjorn's kids is sort of like a half tree thing. We saw that in a vision in the Palantir back in Isengard a couple of episodes ago. We begin with this kind of a conversation as Valgrim looks at you and says, we could use some allies. And that's where we're going to pick things up. Beery, you are standing there. The elves are behind the rocks with Havari and Rayval.
My God. Okay. All right. Okay. So, do all gathered know about the elves that are hiding currently?
So
they just know that a dwarf popped up.
So technically, I'm going to let you all play this out however you sort of want to. You rolled 3 Gandalfs. That's insane. Beery did not and chose to introduce himself, and it went really well. It might not have, but Max is a very smart player and did that thing. So I will allow, if the elves want, they can stay back and let Beery do his thing. You are free to interrupt at any time, as this is a role-playing game. These are your decisions. So
I thought we did emerge.
You kind of did.
Like,
you kind of did, but I also
and then like slunk back down again. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily want to negate that in case anyone wanted to hide, and I will honor 3 Gandalfs in a row. It's hard as the DM to say no. I'm not going to allow you to do hiding. So Beery, this is entirely your go right now.
Oh my God, why did you give it to me?
Why did you do it?
Because you're our leader, Beery.
Correct.
Holding up the tooth necklace, mainly regarding the Grimm children, keeping his back to
Marvin and Gollum. Yep.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna kind of like
sorry,
slowly...
can we call them the Grimlings?
The Grimlings.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on. Sorry.
That's for sure what's now happening. Yes. All right. Now let's just take a second. We have a hell of a fight ahead of us, and we're not gonna win alone. We need each other.
Yeah.
We're kind of regarding everybody.
Yeah, you're going to hear Marvin pop up. That's exactly what I've been saying. I've been hearing it all across all of Middle-earth. People are saying the animals and creatures were all coming together here in Mordor. And we're very excited. But that one has a bow.
Yeah. Everyone let's just put our weapons down and, let's have ourselves a bit of a conversation. Mervyn, you're hearing voices in your head kind of a thing?
No, I was talking to other creatures. I've never met a lot of creatures that talk like me. You can imagine my surprise when there were so many wonderful things. I met some birds, I met some beasts, there was this lovely cat, I met a sea creature thing. It was lovely, the fish talk.
Oh, I mean, they don't have much to say. And you know what? I have the perfect animal for you to talk to. He's very good. He knows what he's talking about. Gorge.
Oh.
I want to get Gorge to say hello.
Hello, Mr. Cave Troll. Hello there. What? You're another talking beast. Yeah, I've never met a cave troll before. We sound kind of similar. Yeah, it's almost like Don's breaking the fourth wall and just can't think of another voice to do.
Beery's going to kind of lean down to Gorge and is like, hey, we need to share the news of the true enemy that is at stake here to Gorge.
Right. Yes. And Beery, I need you real quick to make a persuasion check, just for the Gremlings. Nice catch, live chat. This is fun. It's watching live chat in real. Yeah.
Your Marvin the Troll is giving Adrian bliss.
Yeah,
Like,
that's yeah.
Well, that's a poll.
That's
Yeah.
That's how I say it's now. I'm just picturing it's just Adrian in a costume.
Yeah. Honestly, you could do worse.
Don, I rolled 2 6s with a 30.
Okay.
This is a time for peace amongst friends until it's time to fight the true enemy.
You're going to see Valgrim lower the bow, look right to the tree sibling, left to the other one. And again, very gaunt. Also, when I say kids, I don't mean like they're teenagers. These are 20-somethings, 30-somethings, younger versions of Grimbjorn, slightly less hair, a little bit more Xena warrior princess, Wonder Woman kind of style, but as if she's
hot.
They've also been captured and forced into. We'll get into the backstory later, but they look very gaunt and thin and all of that. So you're gonna watch with that 30. Valgrim's gonna lower the bow and say, "Right. How do you know my father?"
Oh, no, we're good pals. We go way back. We defeated a Balrog, as they call it. We call him Durensbane. But, yeah, we've done great things together.
You fought a Balrog with my father?
I've seen him do some amazing things. I've ridden on his back, even.
Why?
Hey, well, we had to catch him. And he looks to Smeagol. Hello again.
Everybody make me a scan check, please.
No!
Oh,
God, is he gone?
What?
John!
Oh, for God's sake.
John!
No. No. Why?
This slippery little bugger.
I just want to give a shout out to Josh in the chat, quoting, "You've ridden my father."
15.
15.
I beat it by 4.
Okay.
22 with a 6.
Okay.
Also a 15.
Okay.
By 3.
Oh, Charlotte has rolled.
Hang on. We're off to a great start, everybody.
Oh.
See
Oh,
if I
no.
can.
Yeah.
Get this little
Gandalf?
guy.
Oh, it's a
Oh, is it
nice.
Sauron?
No, it's not. It's
It's
Gandalf.
a Gandalf.
it is?
It's a Gandalf.
Oh,
Gandalf.
It looks totally like an hour Sauron from
Yeah.
that angle.
Sorry.
No,
it's
you're good.
Gandalf of 5 and 2 once. So we did it.
Tariel.
Yeah.
Actually,
no.
hang on. Let me hang on. I want to see if this is going to be cute. Yeah, 4.
It's
Okay.
gonna be cute.
Cute.
Actually, wait. No, I can do this too. That's a 2. You are going to watch. The rest of you are going to watch as Tariel, seemingly out of nowhere, her ears prick up. And immediately you know that Gollum is right behind you because the hairs on the back of your neck stood up. He was trying to escape, and you see Marvin go, "Oh yeah, he was, where'd you go?" And you grab him by the throat just as Rayval misses the diving tackle to try and get him down on the ground. Just by the ankles he misses. Terribly sorry, Lady Tariel. Excellent form. And he helps secure Gollum as he just begins squirming.
Can I just go ahead and throw some elven rope around his neck just for the moment?
Yeah.
Pull some out of my sack, make a quick little noose, and always with this. Don't worry, he just does this.
It burns.
It burns us. Beery, please. If you would.
Yeah, seeing now the commotion and the racket. I, raw ahead. Yeah, everything's fine. We're friends, remember?
Franz.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We don't have any friends.
Oh, Oh, and just kind of gives Tariel like an apologetic look, like.
Quick
Yeah,
point
he's
of
getting on my
order.
nerves
Quick
too
point
now.
of order. I said we don't have any friends. Just want to point that
It's
out.
true. And then you didn't quite finish the quote, so.
Just something to
put the pen
consider.
down. Yeah. Yeah, Tariel just sort of thrusts the other end of the rope at Beery, like she's done 1,000 times before, and just steps back against a wall with her blades just ready, just in case.
All right, well,
carry on, leader.
To continue on the theme, he ties it around his neck too, like he's buttoning up a tie. Oh, I mean, it does kind of burn a little bit. Anyways, he like drags.
Sorry, you said you put it up around your neck? Make me an athletics check.
You did say that.
Oh,
you did say that.
Did you put it? I'm just clarifying. You
because
put
of
it
the hands. Remember
the hands. You put it around like there is a rope currently tied around your neck.
Yeah. Oh no, Gollum ain't gonna do crap.
I
to
rolled
Beery.
a
He's like
Gandalf,
stump.
man.
Oh, no.
Okay, he's trying to be nice. Well, it doesn't matter what I roll then, huh?
If you roll a Gandalf, you might be able to withstand it.
You know what? Because of the moment, dark for dark business.
Sure.
Which
This is an athletics check.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
Okay.
Can I spend a little extra time on this? I need one extra D6. Did not roll a Gandalf.
Okay.
But I'm looking at 3 6s so far.
Okay.
Okay.
If he has to spend this long counting, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
33.
33. Okay. Beery, you are going to 6. Oh, that's very good. 15.
Damn it. Beery just never learns.
27.
He never does. Gandalf straight up told him.
You are going to take 6 points of damage as the moment you tie it around your neck, Gollum immediately sees it and charges off in the other direction as he drags you down to the ground as your body starts getting dragged along the elven rope as he tries to come out the way you guys came.
No.
Well, I'm sprinting after Gollum now.
Yeah, well, because I'm standing pretty close. Like, can I
Standing
just
pretty-
like leap in and just
Tariel,
grab the...
I will allow Tariel to go first. Otherwise, if you fail, we are going to enter a combat to try and catch him.
So just athletics.
Can I
check?
just
Yeah.
for 1 second?
Yeah,
I just
okay.
imagining that as he just takes off and he finishes the knot as he's done previously, and he goes, "All right, so all we have to think about is just gets yanked."
Yeah, 100%. Tariel, make me an athletics check.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That's a 10, 14, 15, 16 with a 6.
With a 6. Okay, hang on. That is a 21.
So very, like, it begins, like, she goes for the rope, and maybe she just catches her toe on a rock or something, and very gracelessly just like Beery goes skittering out of the way, and the rope just like slides, like rope burns through her hands as she face plants into the end of the ground, and maybe turns it into like a cool somersault.
Sure.
As Beery gets dragged.
Sure. Hallowith, what's up?
Quick as a flash, I'm shooting his foot
Sweet.
with a bow.
There you go.
Okay.
Pinning that guy. No.
Yeah.
Stop running. Let's take out his running tools. No more feet. No more flappy feet for you.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
They are very flat and pinnable feet.
I am also sprinting after Gollum.
Okay.
just as a heads up.
Good to know. We'll have you go next.
What's Raval doing?
They're coming up in turns. I let the PCs go first and then the NPCs.
Hang on, wait. Okay. 29.
29. Okay, so I have designed Gollum a little bit differently. He doesn't have a parry score because he can't fight. He has an extra athletics check that helps him dodge. You rolled, sorry, remind me again, a 20.
A 20. Let me just double check that because it's important.
Yep.
That would be, yep. That's 10, 22, 27, 30. Sorry, 31.
Okay, I got some work to do then. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. That's 3 6s. 6, 12, 18. 28. Woo. 28, 29, 30, 31. That is a 40.
A 40?
No.
40. That is a 10
Oh
on the die.
What?
3 6s. 9 on the 5 and 4. And the 3.
The dice
That is a
gods have
40.
punished us for our hubris the last time.
Now, fortunately for you, he's not going to run that fast. So you're going to watch as at about 5 miles an hour, he is clawing his way with Beery tied around his neck by the rope. And you watch as Marvin the Cave Troll takes like 4 or 5 steps, picks Gollum up. Squirmy little fellow, isn't he? He's been giving me trouble ever since we crossed into Mordor. I don't know what's going on with him, but he seems rather perturbed. He was a companion of sorts on the road, but he seems angry. Anyway, what do we do now?
Secure him.
Oh, right. And he
Tanel
takes both of his hands and just like holds them in both hands like an action figure.
Yeah, Tanel just slides to a halt in front of Marvin, holding the fishing net she got from Simba's boat. Like, just it all happens so fast, and she just kind of freezes and is like, oh.
I don't think that's necessary. Thank you, though. You keep that. You hold on to that. Yeah.
Yes. Good to see you again, by the way.
As he scoops Gollum up, is Beery dangling?
Are you reading live chat too, Charlotte? Yeah.
No. Oh, no. I wasn't.
Stormcrow just asked live, isn't Beery being hung right now? No, we'll say there is enough slack between the ropes.
Hanged.
Hanged.
It's so important to know that it's hanged.
We don't need, like, I'm sure Barry is, he's being hanged.
Maybe he is, but he's being hanged.
Sherlock would be very proud.
A gentleman.
Yeah. He's Jesus. So
yeah, Beery just like unties the rope, realizing how bad of an idea that was, but also how his trust was broken. You know, we were fine when we did the hands, but the neck was, it's like when 2 dogs get tied their collars together. You ever see that? And like just like around the wrist, like a lead, like a surfboard or something.
Do you want me
around Marvin's wrist?
He can't run away from me if you want to just...
Yeah, just... would you like a super important job?
Yes, obviously.
Like the most important job.
Yes.
Look at that elf. See that elf right there? And he points to Tariel. And I'm sure she's full scorn mode. Yeah, you see ya?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You don't want to know what's on the other end of that scorn if he gets away. I've seen it once, and trust me, sends chills down my spine.
Yeah, I feel like her eyes are sharper than her daggers. Wow.
Oh my God, yes. So don't let him loose.
Okay.
High five.
Yeah. And he high fives you.
Yeah, with the other hand, we don't just like squish.
Yeah.
Gollum or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Other hand, perfect.
You all are going to hear Raval pipe up. And it's sort of like that scene in the anime where the person in the foreground is like, hey, we have a job to do. Because behind him are the 3 Grimbjorn children looking at all of you just in some utter disbelief. Like, these guys know Dad? What is happening?
The situation is entirely under control.
Right. Explain yourselves then. In detail.
If I may, yeah, could I introduce you to even more of my friends? They've kind of come out of their hidey holes. I would like for you to all meet Tario, Commander of Mirkwood. Actually, I don't know if I should say that. I already said it. We got Tin, and we have Hal.
Tin, Hal,
Tindell
Tar,
and Halloweth.
Oh, yeah.
Tinel, Halloweth, Tariel, and Marvin. Marvin. And the slimy one.
Gollum.
Yes.
Gollum. You just hear Gollum. That was a
Sorry.
mistake.
Instead, that's his nickname.
So why are
We
you
like
here?
to choose our own names here.
Why are you here?
We were actually looking for that creature.
Well, you found him. Now what?
You
Whoa.
said you were part of the resistance in Mordor, correct?
What remains of it? Yes. There used to be more of us.
How many more?
Starts counting on fingers. There was the other shape changers, skin changers. There was the wolf. There was the elk. There was the raven. The elk turned into it and looks over at the sibling on the right who's got the bear tree sort of hybrid body. It was like him. This is my brother Ash, and this is Rosen.
What kind of tree has he turned into?
An oak.
Ah.
God.
So it was Tank's decision to give the kids
Excellent.
nature names, and I was like, I couldn't in good conscience because I had already picked it. Anyway, you're gonna watch as they kind of take stock of what has happened in over the course of the last few weeks and months. We were called to the south like birds migrating. We couldn't control it. It was a kind of primal instinctual urge, and then when we arrived, we were told that there would be green fields here very soon, that Gwaihir would make a prosperous land of this whole region, and it has been nothing but fire and ash over and over again. But there is the end. The one. I don't know what Gwaihir did to it, but you have to see it to believe it. But it is many trees in one.
He transformed the Ents?
I cannot say for sure. I would not ask you to fight alongside us, but we were looking for a way out.
Well, I was going to ask if you wanted to fight alongside us. Unfortunately, this creature knows quite a bit of information that we need, which is why we were trying to find him.
What kind of
so
information?
that we can get a way to get to Gwaihir.
I don't think you need him to get that information.
Might you know, then?
Oh, yes, I know. But getting there is another matter entirely.
Have we gotten, sorry, out of character, have we gotten his name yet?
This is Valgrim,
Val-
and this is the daughter. This is
Sorry.
the daughter.
Oh, heard.
I'm
Okay,
just doing
sorry,
a
trying to keep
fairly
everyone-
low
yeah,
voice.
just
Yeah,
trying to
that's
keep
fine.
everyone straight. Okay, you're right. Okay.
It will be a small group. We're looking to sneak up on him, essentially, while he is distracted.
I would call you fools, but we've tried everything else. So, what's one more attempt?
There's been much battle and resistance outside of the mountains of Mordor as well.
I was hoping
There are
that
more
would be the case.
there are more on your side than you know. We can take you to your father.
Would you like to see him?
Make an awareness check for me.
Ooh.
Everybody here can.
Sure.
You can make this an insight check if you'd like. Awareness will do physical features. Insight will do body language.
Oh, no, I still got it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just hit my target number.
Okay.
24 with a 6.
24 with a 6. Beery?
17.
17. I think with what you rolled, that's 4 successes, but nothing terribly high. You're going to watch as the bear tree hybrid being looks left at his sister. This is Ash. And then Rosin also going to look at Valgrim's sister. And there's this sort of unspoken sibling discussion happening with eye contact and body language. And then some growls from the bear that you begin to get a sense that like he's trying to explain himself. They understand. You all cannot garner any sort of understanding about what is going on. But after about 10, 15 seconds of this, Valgrim nods and says, "We would like to see him, but if there is any hope of changing my brother back, it would be here."
Why are you here? What is this
Yes.
place, and why are you in this cave?
It was made by the worms. We were hoping one of them would lead out into the sunshine, but nothing.
Whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that flubberworms can dig? I thought they all were up north and looks accusationally at Halloweth. You told me they were all up north. We're in the south.
Flubberworms have a significant migration pattern.
Oh, like they came down. All right, I'm tracking, but they can dig too. This is terrible news.
This is
Beery,
terrible news. It's
Beery,
terrible news for me.
You
too.
know I'm from the north. I've never heard of a flubberworm before. What's a flubberworm?
Oh, fuck.
Mark
I mean,
your
sorry.
lucky pages, my friend.
Hmm. Is it a dwarf thing?
You've gotten quite lucky.
Yeah. What is a flubberworm? What is it?
Oh, I've never seen one. I just heard grim tale of such a heinous creature. Makes this bird overlord look like a kitten.
Make me an insight check, Beery.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, hey. 25.
With a 25, you would remember at our last live show at NocoCon
Oh, that's true.
that the first...
I did not forget.
Good,
Mhm.
because that means that others will remember the look of consternation that Beery had as just for a moment there was the hint that perhaps Halloweth was lying. And here is a troll from the north that also doesn't know what's happening.
It's true. In Beery's mind, he's just like, well, he must travel only at night. He never gets out during
That
the
is
day.
true. Yeah,
Apparently
he
now
will-
flubberworms travel only at night or day.
Must be a daytime thing then, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because my friend would never lie to me. Ever.
Right, that's not what friends do, isn't that right? And he kind of looks down at Gollum. Never mind. You were all coming up with a plan, I think. What are we doing?
Oh,
Escaping, please.
Escaping.
Also, actually, I have one question. I was under the impression that we were keeping this creature alive because he could lead us to Guahir. That is his sole purpose for us. This slimy thing knows so much about us, about our plans. What's exactly stopping us from simply killing him now, then?
Would he know how to find Guahir besides the nest?
the nest.
Gwaihir's
There's a nest.
an enormous one, yes.
Do you know where it is?
It's hard to miss.
Oh boy.
Tariel looks at Gollum, a martial light in her eyes, and she begins to reach for an arrow.
Make me a
I'm just saying it's going to save us a
Mhm.
lot of hassle if this, like, it's going to be pretty easy to find, like, if we don't need to find a way in. I actually, do you know, hey, Hallow's going to turn to the Grimlings. Can't believe that's what we're calling them, but the do you know obviously the way into Mordor is fairly obvious in terms of the big nests and the Black Gates. Do you know of the secret ways in, ones that would be inconspicuous for somebody trying to make, say, a covert knife in the dark kind of mission?
You would need a distraction of an epic proportion to draw out any of his forces. It is chaos amidst Shelob's rebellion, but I do not think that there is going to be an army able to fit through the black.
Say we had a monumental distraction. Say all of Gondor was at the ready. Is there a secret way in that you or anyone here knows of?
No.
Gollum? Do you perhaps know of why am I doing this? Of course he does. Why is this a role play moment? This is just we all know he knows this. You know of the secret way in? Yes.
To the nest.
To the nest, one that will be under the cover of shadow and darkness, where our steps will not be heard and our blades will not be seen.
You will not get there unseen. The birds watch the squirrels. The beasts roam the grounds. The trees, they watch everything. You cannot go unseen.
Perhaps you cannot.
Taria?
Nothing. It's just Tariel's, standing. She's just quietly loaded up an arrow and is.
No, but
she's she's just caught, it's just bluster. That's just bluster. All it means is that her confidence in our group is fairly strong, that no matter which way Gollum tells us to go, she believes that we will persevere. But she also has her head sort of cocked at the three of you. What are we doing here? Am I burying an arrow between his eyes and we're getting out of here with Marvin, or do we still need this little punk?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. Gollum, is there any way you can help us be as unseen as possible? I know that you are sneaky enough to use rivers, hiding on logs and drifting down. Are you sure there is absolutely no way that we can go through Mordor unseen at all?
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, he's not the most persuasive of boys.
Come on, Hal.
Give it a go. Actually, I'm going to use a hope point because I can.
Yeah, this is a big one, buddy.
Yeah, come on.
You do have a fellowship points as well. Just want to, since we haven't used mechanics in a while.
I rolled it doesn't matter. I rolled an Eye of Sauron.
Do you want to use the skill that we reminded you of?
Would you like to use this reroll?
I'm using a reroll.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
doing a Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah.
Is it is it for all of us or is it for one?
Just for this one particular roll. It's a once a day, one, yeah.
Okay. I got a 27.
Yeah.
That's insane. With 4d6.
Wow.
It's not that much. I got a 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 27.
Whoa, okay. Okay. Here's what I will say to that. Gollum is going to look at you.
My apologies, 25. I did my math wrong.
You're fine. That passes by enough. Gollum's going to look at you, still breathing very heavily, still kind of squirming in Marvin's arms, but realizes he's not going to be able to do anything with it and get out. Yes. You were showing you the way.
That was an unsure yes. Can I roll for that?
Insight check. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
I didn't.
After he says
like that
yes,
answer.
Beery looks at Tariel just like, oh no.
No, we're good. 18.
18.
I beat it by 3.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Actually, yeah.
I'm going to do as well since I'm asking him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Are we still technically in Gondor, by the way?
No, you are you are literally within the mountain range.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You've traveled far enough that you assume you're kind of under the mountains of Mordor, I think, right now.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's not terrible.
Okay. What'd you get?
21.
21. Tanel. No, I'll do it like this. Halloweth, you catch something in Gollum's voice with a 21 that makes you think he's not being entirely honest with you, which is a general intuition, obviously. But in this case, it feels like something specific is off because of the way he said it. Tanel, you, with an insight check, remember that Marvin said the word cat.
Damn, that's
Yep.
Uh,
I am starting to believe our best way is not to go to him, but to bring him to us.
That is advisable. You can set the terrain. You can make him... You get to choose where the fight is. That is what we have been trying to do.
Can we draw Gwahir out? Like, is he proud enough or foolish enough to come to us?
Does he ever leave the nest?
Why would
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
I wouldn't.
No one has seen him in many weeks now. Saruman, or what used to be Saruman, is some kind of general. Shelob is hidden away and do not know when we will see her.
This may be a silly question, but I am desperate. Are Shelob and Saruman still completely loyal to Gwahir?
No. Someone destroyed all of Shelob's eggs, and it caused something in her to snap. There was a rebellion. Many spiders and orcs were eaten and died, and it was chaos. It was how we were able to escape in the first place, and we have been trying to fight and hide and get out somehow, but there are so many eyes.
So his forces have been diminished in a way.
It is less crowded than it was several weeks ago.
How do
That
you
is-
know this?
We've heard it. We've felt it. We feel
Still.
everything around us. And Halloweth, I think no checks needed. You would begin to sort of understand what they are talking about, in that when you woke up in Gondor just a day or so ago, you felt a kind of network of sorts, almost like a mycelium and fungi sending out a signal. It's Osanwe. It's the power of whatever you want to do. Insert trope here. But in a very real way for you, it feels like that connection.
they're telling the truth.
Thank you. I don't know how you know
Uh,
that, but
Tario will fix Halloweth with a look like, Why would
Eh.
you know that? She doesn't say that, but that's
Well, I mean, it it's when I woke up in Gondor, it's a feeling. It's if you've been touched with that darkness and that darkness is no longer there, you feel that hole. It's a bright hole, but it's there. And then if you're in any way connected to it, even if it's not a commanding or dominant feeling, it's still there. It'll never truly fade.
Well said.
How far are we from this nest? Like, if you know where we are now, like, are we just miles away?
Yes, but traveling across Mordor is not as difficult as it used to be. There are many trodden roads. The craters have all been smashed underneath the feet of the Oiliphants. It is a barren wasteland, but traversable. I would maybe, and looks down at all of your feet, would have packed better shoes.
Does
Taria looks a little affronted at that.
Did you see Wahir through all of this in the nest?
On top of it, once. He is hard to miss.
Did you see a ring in his talon?
I saw his hand glow. Is that what this is all about? We've heard tale and whisper. I've heard of a ring too. Yes.
Thank you, Marvin. Yes, it's that one.
The cat told me.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
that cat loves that
Yeah.
ring.
How long ago was that?
Yes.
Well, it was a couple of weeks ago. I was heading north, as you know. He was... Well, I'm not sure where he was. Actually, was I going north? And he seems confused.
Marvin.
Oh,
did he happen to have a silver bell around his neck?
no.
No,
Okay,
he
so this
wouldn't,
was a while
because
ago.
That,
It-
yeah.
It was
I was trying.
separated.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to. Oh, that's right. I forgot that we did get rid of it.
I threw that into the deeps.
Darn! I thought that would give us a timeline.
I yeeted it. Marvin, what else did the cat say to you?
Just that I should come to Mordor and that I should enjoy the beautiful scenery and the peaceful living for creatures such as myself that have spoken and conduct themselves in a kind of... I'm sorry, we've not met before. I am Marvin
No.
the Hill Troll, and I don't like turning to stone. Ever really, but here it's covered in clouds all of the time, so I thought it would be a wonderful place for me to live all of the time.
Right. Hello, Marvin. I'm Tauriel.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's a polite
Yes.
troll.
Yeah, and she's like dealing with that for a minute, and she
Marvin.
looks at her compatriots like, so much you haven't told me. We will discuss this later.
Yeah.
You know, just like, you knew?
Was this not in our?
It's
Did
just
we
a
not
look.
catch? Did we not catch her up in like at some point, like
One of
regale
the
her?
hot
with
tub
it?
scenes.
And we
Sure.
don't. Yeah, we don't want to like retell it live like all the day. This is what we've done for 17 episodes of a podcast. Like I'm assuming we must
Maybe
have like
Marvin was a
mentioned it.
footnote or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things that she's like, yeah, I didn't quite process it. Like they said they met a hill troll named Marvin. That maybe I heard that wrong. You know, like there's no
Oh,
way
yeah.
that's a
No,
thing.
no.
A lot has
This is
happened.
the aforementioned Marvin.
I see my reputation precedes me. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It does, but give her the proper dwarven greeting.
Oh, yes. High five.
Tauriel stares daggers at Beery. High five. A pleasure. As I was-
at your service, and he kind of does a little
Marvin.
low. Yes, sorry.
Yes, this wonderful.
This guy reminds me
But
of me, Beery. That's Gorge.
Very important to know all that the cat said. And the cat, you say, was heading away from Mordor?
He didn't mention where he was going, actually. And it was north. I think it was north. Everybody here make me an insight check.
Yeah.
Insight.
I have a theory and a fear.
7s.
17. Beat it by
17,
3.
21.
I think I beat mine. Yeah, I do.
15,
Okay.
which beats mine.
Mm-hmm. You all watch Marvin look really confused. Just like trying to retell a story from the time that you were blackout drunk, but remember bits and pieces of. There was like, we went to the Chinese restaurant, and then I think I was dancing with somebody, and then were we on a boat? Like it's almost like you don't really remember everything except the most weird parts that stuck out to you.
Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlotte. It's exactly like Dragon Con, actually.
I
Okay.
fear that there is another game afoot with our cat friend.
What kind of game?
I
Winner
think
takes all.
I love those kinds.
correct. I fear that
Oh,
he may
you're not
be
talking about a game. You're talking about... Right.
trickery and deception.
I'm
Marvin.
not so good at that.
I know. I don't think that you should continue into Mordor, Marvin.
We've only just reunited. I can't let you go off alone. Plus, what if the cat was right? What if we get in there and you're gonna see Valgrim? I assure you, my friend, Marvin, it is a wasteland of bones and stone. Oh. Well then.
Perhaps, Marvin, you could remain and guard these borders. It is essential for us to have as many eyes in as many places as we can get them. And in any event, since we need stealth and you're,
Not stealthy at all.
you know,
I could
you've
do
already
that.
done
Yeah.
so well here.
Thank you so much. Yes, I could. Would you like me to stay and hold the little fellow here for you, or do you
Yes.
need him? Okay, lovely. I'll just stay here.
Tariel is clearly
Wow.
not speaking for everyone when she says that.
Fair enough.
Beardy's taking up a little chipping hammer from his tool belt and
Okay.
just kind of going to one of the walls and just tick, 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 tick,
Okay.
inspecting the geology of the what kind of rock are we dealing with there, buddy?
I am gonna ask you. You can do a number of things here. You can make me an awareness check, or an insight check, or a scan check. They're gonna tell you different things about this region in particular that you're in, the stone cave.
Scan. Okay. 31.
Oh, with a 31, there is just enough of like a glow within the walls, with the light shining just from the other side, that you catch the glint of something. In your dwarven eye, it's still incredibly dark, but a glint is strange. You shouldn't see shiny things in caves unless it's stone, but it's not where you expect it to be. It's actually in the middle of the path, just behind Ash and Rosen, Grimbjorn's sons. and just parting them like the Red Sea. You pick up this small item, probably about the size of your hand. It's rough, and I'm going to need you to make another check, but it looks like stone, but it's not stone. You can either make me a craft check to tell what kind of material it is, or let's call it this would technically be a riddle check, but I'll see if you can make an awareness check for it.
Craft.
Yeah, craft. Go for it.
Okay.
All that glitters
got-
is not gold.
We got a 6 on the board.
Okay.
$26.
Whoa. Okay. With a 26, hang on, let me just make sure I've got something. With
So I hope I'm not totally derailing
No,
you.
not at all. Not at all. This is great.
You put a dwarf underground.
You got a dwarf underground. This is not stone. This is scale. And as you put that thought into your head, it's a little bit like if you've ever read the book Hatchet. There is a scene in Hatchet where Brian, the kid who's lost in the woods, finds his first pheasant. And the way he does it is he sees the outline of the pheasant. And rather than looking for the bird itself, he looks for the shape within the camouflage. And you do something similar in that you know sort of the general shape because this scale was on a creature. And tiny parts of broken off scales are littering the sides and bottom and top of the wall, almost as if whatever crawled through here or made its way in this cave was burrowing or forcing its way through the mountain itself.
And it died and we're in its cavity right now?
It is entirely possible that it has already come through and pushed out the other side. It is, you don't know anything about where the creature is.
We don't know the depth.
No. You do know that you are within stone. I didn't put you inside the creature's mouth. That would have been
Okay.
You rolled 3 12s. You would have noticed that on the stealth check for sure.
Okay, cool. So I got a piece of the thing that burrowed through here.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's like I got scales. I think implies dragon. I think you would get like a very rough, like plate armor, layered scale armor kind of stuff. Yeah.
Totally. Okay. Would he recognize this from his times in the mines of Erebor and all that good stuff?
You yourself can make me a lore check. You can also involve the others around you if you so choose.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna like I'll have a clue.
Can
Because
I try a lore check for that? Because old boy is old.
He's an old man.
Old check.
But
Roll for old.
my thoughts is if we can't find a road, we can perhaps create our own. Do it the dwarven way, go from underneath.
Oh.
I don't know that I would want to try to enter Mordor through the dark places of the world, Beery.
Okay.
I beat my target number by 10
Okay.
for a lore check.
Okay. Beery.
And then Laura beat it by well, I rolled a 17, 13, 4. Beat it by 4. Not
Perfect. Beery, you would remember tales of the battle outside of Erebor where these legendary enormous worms appeared and burst forth, and maybe it was just like tall tales. Like, are we really doing this? Like, come on, what actually happened? You can tell me. But Halloweth, you would know that these scales resemble something most closely like the wereworms, the creatures of the deserts in the east.
Lisan al-Gaib.
This is what I'm...
This is canon. This is canon. This is canon
Oh my
in The
God.
Hobbit.
Wait, Don.
Don't
Don.
do it.
Don. I know what you're doing, you monster.
What am I doing?
Oh.
What am I doing?
I have a theory. I'm gonna pack it away. I'm
Okay.
gonna swallow it. I'm gonna DM you, Don.
Okay, yeah, send me a text message or something. Okay. Okay, yeah. There are, yeah, you get the sense, Halloweth, that there may have been some incredibly strong and powerful worms burrowing through the mountain, creating this.
Do I know
This
how
is
old
very
the scale?
troubling.
Do we know how old the scale is? Like how long that happened?
You
How long
probably
ago?
wouldn't be able to tell how long ago it happened. You probably would tell that the size of the cave that you're in, this would probably have been a fairly young creature.
Okay.
Oh no, Charlotte, no, we are keeping that a bit. We are keeping that a bit. These are
Okay,
not
my
flubber
theory
worms.
was, were these flubber worms?
Not flubber. No. I will say this.
That would be a hell of a turnaround for all of this.
Now listen, we're in a live show, so I do need to just approach this delicately. The thought did cross my mind to have Gwai here enter Beery's mind somehow when he put on the One Ring in Mirkwood and make flubberworms canon. That being said, I think that would have ruined the bit, and we can always keep it for season 2 where he sees some sort of creature. And who knows, we can play in-game.
Sure. I think it would have been a good bit if, like, Gwai here had been like, and now I send my darkest of monsters. Rise, my flubber worms. You know, like, and the three of us could have been like, my God.
Yeah, and I
We
just
all
want to ask
lost.
you, how seriously would you have taken the final battle with
No.
flubberworms
Yeah,
in it?
no,
Not-
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man moment, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The stakes are still very high.
Yeah, they
There
are.
could still be like Balrogs and stuff, but then just
Make an
there's-
awareness check.
Oh,
You can't
there's
find
a flubber
Gollum.
worm.
What? No, I'm kidding.
What?
No, I'm
What?
kidding. I'm getting us.
Don't you?
I'm getting us back
Oh
on
my
track.
God.
I'm getting us
Sorry.
back on track. Yeah, Halloweth, you would get the sense that the deserts in the east probably just like probably a small-ish desert worm.
Does it look like? Can I tell the direction they were going in?
No,
Okay,
I don't even think you could make checks with that. It's been long enough.
that's fine. Well, listen. Whatever decision we need to make it soon. There are some large, creatures who have passed through here, as I'm sure you are all aware of, since you came down here for that reason. The worms definitely have been through here, and he gestures to the scale. Excuse me. Did that just come on?
Yeah, I didn't hear
come through
anything.
at all?
You okay?
Okay, it was like a massive. Yeah, it was like a massive train horn that came
Oh.
through, and I don't. It
Oh,
sounded
no,
weird.
didn't
I
hear
was
it.
like, I don't live anywhere near a railway. That's weird. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Hey! Beery drops with his ear to the ground, with his eyes closed.
Make an awareness check.
Any vibrations?
Yeah, make an awareness check.
I'm almost afraid to ask. There's 2 6s.
Mm.
21.
You feel vibration.
Oh no.
Friends. He slowly kind of gets up. I have something to tell you, and I don't know how you're gonna take it. And he kind of points down there or points over here. They're on the move.
Oh,
What?
wonderful. What's on the move?
Whatever dug all of this.
Okay.
I
Let's.
think it's time to leave. I think
I
it's time
agree.
to go.
I agree. Yes.
Let's go out the way we came.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay. All right. Going out the way you came. Go ahead and you can make me for this instance, because we are going back, you will be able to roll. We're not going to do like the travel, the explore, the thing, but if you want to try and find anything extra, it would be an explore check. If you want to try and get out of here, it's going to be a scan check.
Okay. I think we're
Yeah.
Just trying to
think we're getting
locate
out.
the places
Yeah.
that, yeah.
yes.
Oh, this is scary. This is some Indiana Jones
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
a little worried here.
Oh no.
I didn't
The
meet my
scan is
target
not
number.
great.
Hmm.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
Aw.
24. on scan.
24.
Okay.
Oh, scan. So we're doing
Okay.
scan. Sorry, I was
So
making
you
jokes
can
in
do a
chat.
scan check. That's going to help you identify the correct corridor that you previously went down.
Oh.
If you do an
there's the
explore check,
rock.
if you do an explore check, the explore check is going to potentially clue you into other things that are around this area.
I'm gonna do
I beat
scan
my
because I'm
explore
real
by-
dumb and explore.
I beat my explore by 5.
By 5. Okay. Tariel?
I'm mathing. Sorry, I'm dumb. 14. With a
14.
6.
Cool.
My target number's 14.
Your target number is 14. So you met it. Tori did not meet it.
Failed. Yeah.
And the 2 boys made it. You guys
Okay.
go back in the direction
Patriarchy.
that you came. And it takes you probably the better part of like 30 minutes because you're climbing over these enormous rocks. And you come to sort of the opening that you recognize. And Tanel, you're sure it's to the left. And Tariel, you're pretty sure it's dead ahead. Beery, Halloweth, you know for a fact it's to the right.
I'll never forget that rock. It's a real good rock. It's this way.
Was the explore different to the scan? I thought that was
So sorry, did you do an explore check, Zach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, you okay, so only Beery beat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest,
I was exploring. My scan is not good.
Tanel will listen to Beery.
Okay.
So will Tariel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're underground,
my
but this is
rocks.
his
Yeah,
domain.
yeah.
With
Welcome to my domain.
Right.
Halloweth, with a 14 explore check, you keep finding these scales. They seem to be breaking off just as the skin is scraping. Think like basilisk
It
in
was-
the undergrounds
It
of
was
Harry
a
Potter
17.
style.
I beat my target number by 5. It
Oh,
was a
excuse me,
17.
17.
I don't know if that changes it.
That does not beat the threshold for the next level up. So I will say, yeah, you just continue to find scales as you go.
Cool.
Beery, you know it is to the right. The rest of your party seems to have no idea, as behind you, Marvin holding Gollum and the Grimlings?
The Grimlings.
The Grimlings, yes.
And also Rayval and
Oh, yes,
Havari?
Rayval and Havari are also there. They kind of stepped away because there were too many NPCs on screen, and
So many NPCs.
They were busy kissing in a corner.
Yeah.
make me a scan check. Maybe they still are. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
So
No,
Running, clacking teeth.
they're holding hands running through the darkness with
yeah,
us. That is
100%,
what is happening.
100%.
There it is.
So, Tanel, having failed your scan check, you don't have any idea where you are now. You're following Beery.
Oh.
So you will not be
Trust
making
me.
this next scan check. So only the 3 of you are going to be rolling scans. Tanel, you are following.
Okay. Ooh.
Trust the process.
You have hope points and fellowship
Spooky.
points.
Okay, here we go.
We doing it again.
Yeah, you got to roll scan checks again or
We
explore.
can't see what you did.
Did you roll something yet, Max? Or
Our
No,
camera
no,
cannot
no.
see
Just
what
in
you
case I
did.
roll a.
oh,
something
okay, I
exciting.
got you. Go ahead.
Ooh, satisfied.
Ooh, it's not bad. I mean, I rolled an 11. That's good.
Nice.
$24.
24. With a 24, there's another. Oh, sorry. Did the others roll as well?
I beat mine.
Oh, scan.
one.
We're
Scan
scanning.
check.
We're scanning.
Yeah. And that's a
Sorry,
scan
we
for you,
scan.
Halloweth?
I mean, can I choose? Am
You
I
can choose
scanning
what.
or
Yeah, you can
exploring?
choose scan or explore. It's just the more you add to help Beery out is like remembering how to go. The less over.
My scan is not great. I'm just going to keep exploring. So
Okay.
I beat my
Yeah,
explore
find
by
more
1.
stuff.
Yep. You beat it by how much?
1.
1. You find the enormous leg bone of what you can only assume is an oliphant.
Oh, they
Whoa.
eat olive. Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
no,
we have
no.
to leave.
Time to go.
We have to leave.
That Muma kill is Muma
Get
dead.
it.
Okay. Sorry.
Chat a drink for 22.
Hey, okay. So, with only 2 people making scan checks, I'm going to say it takes you the better part of about another hour to make
my
your way
God.
through these caves as you're like, wait a minute. No, it's not this way. It's that way. You've still got your senses about you, but the rumbling just it's in the back of your head. It's like at any moment, it could be right around the corner.
That's awful. Also, I'm imagining Beery is speaking aloud his internal mapping.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, all right, long and pointy. There it is. All right, short and round. There we go.
Okay.
Just, working his way backwards.
Absolutely. I think at this point, you're going to hear, just for flavor, the lovebirds and the and Valgrim and the Inklings are going to be talking about how there's a dwarf with them, and it's very unusual. And you hear Ravel speaking very highly of Beery. He's like, yes, he's quite good at this, actually. I would like, Tanel, you're following. Zach, you're exploring. Down to 2, Tariel and Beery. Make me scan checks, please.
Commander, let's do this.
Has anybody here
Get out of
ever
this pit.
played the Banner Saga? Anyone?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, never mind.
Would you
Hopefully, maybe someone in chat has. Okay, let's see.
Oh, is that a Gandalf?
Oh,
It rolled. It was a Gandalf. It was a Gandalf.
It was a Gandalf.
Okay. Perfect.
12. Sorry, 12, 19, 20, 22.
Again?
22.
There we go,
I think
baby.
I mapped that right. Right?
7,
10,
3, that's a
9,
10, that's a
6,
16. 16
22.
plus 6, 22. There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Still in the game.
Scan.
Still in the game.
I'm scanning so hard.
Mm-hmm. Beery, you find, after like several hours, a turn in the cave that is so sharp and so severe, it could have only been done by a creature attempting to escape. And Halloweth, you find a number of scales there. And the amount of debris and dust and rock in this one area is pretty heavily piled up. There's more rubble here in this area than anywhere. But then it sort of slowly starts to open out a little bit as it brings down or as it sort of goes down the path. Sorry, live show, so usually I would cut this out. You're on like a kind of ramp going downward, seemingly going deeper. And from out of the darkness, you're going to hear, I really hope that's the dwarf. Beery?
Do we recognize this voice?
You do, it's Sengaya.
Oh,
Oh my!
Oh,
oh.
it's me. I'm the dwarf. Just like panic running.
Follow the sound of my... we have a problem. And as you...
We have several.
as
Big problem.
Okay, I need a marching order here because I've already established
God.
everybody else is in the back and Sengaya
Oh,
is
God.
down this sort of ramp hill within the cave area. Beery, you're going first.
I'll be at the
Light it
back
up.
because I'm exploring other things.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
you can be at the back.
I guess I'm right behind Beery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same, I guess.
Okay. Beery, Tariel, you're the first ones to make it down. You've got a couple of seconds before the rest of them come through the mouth of this cave as you see Sengaya huddled underneath, bloody, clothes ripped with about 4 other of her creature, or not creatures, of her crew.
Crewman?
Of her
Crew?
crew. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The
What-
boat's gone.
What?
There was a creature in the water.
Oh no.
I liked that
Is this-
boat.
Is this all that's left?
Yes. Food's gone. Water's gone. Oh, the ale's gone. I stole so much ale.
Ale is gone?
The ale's gone, Beery.
Sangaya,
Damn it.
did it come from the water, not from the mountain?
And she's gonna look behind you, having
Oh,
not mentioned it in the
God.
few seconds that I said you had, as a cave troll holding Gollum
Right.
and a tree bear and 2 other people go, what?
Oh,
Tariel whips around expecting to see like a dragon or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just whips back around and says, "Oh no, that's just Marvin."
Hello. I'm dead. I have died. Truly, I must have died. Or maybe I'm drunk.
I'm on the
No,
I'm
list.
but
drunk.
not for lack of trying, but no. But Sengaya, there is something in the mountain, and we must go.
There's something in the mountain.
Yep.
Well, there was
Gotta
something
go.
in the water.
Mordor.
Let's stick to dry land, shall we? And not underground. Sorry, Barry. Can I start to hoist up Sengai? Like, this is going to hurt. And he's going to start to pick. Actually, no. First off, is there like a really, real quick patch up healing thing that I can do? Just to make
If
this
you want
hurt
to make
less?
if you want to make like a healing or medicine
Yeah.
check.
I've
yeah.
not done this in a long time. I'm favored. I have not done this in so long.
Yeah, get in there, Zach. What kind of wounds have they suffered? Is it like big,
Thank
like
goodness.
suction cup?
You see,
things or-
it looks as though someone has their arm broken. There's a bruise. It looks as though that a bunch of tentacles have been wrapped around them. They have splinters all over their body as if they've been dragged over wood. There's mud there. There's not a lot of blood, but there is just like a lot of like almost a huge fist fight with a bunch of people. Many arms. There's going to be bumping and bruising and breaking, and they're on a ship. And it's fun fact. This is the tentacle monster that I was going to throw at you guys, Watcher in the Water style, at the Gontor fight. But Anna Maria decided to just fuck up my shit again.
Queen shit.
So I mean, so I had to reuse it elsewhere, and it's still in the water. And yeah, when you didn't take care of it, I just had a monster in the wood. Yeah.
Cool.
Damn.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Sengai. We're getting out of here. I'm done. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This
Just
is
be
better
quick
than
about
being
it and get us out of here.
better than being eaten. And I'm gonna run, Forrest Gump in Vietnam style. Like,
What direction are you going? You going back up the?
It's like, Barry, you better get in front of me now. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's leading the way, leading the charge.
There are also other crew members. Marvin,
Yeah,
you have another hand.
yeah, I got two. Oh, I see what you mean. And he kind of does this very low bow, takes Gollum in one hand. Gentlemen, you may climb on my back.
He's the best.
I love him. I love him so much.
And
Could you?
you hear Sengaya barking orders. Just do it. And they climb up. And that's where we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go
let's
get
get
some
out
more
of here.
wine.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Woo! Where do we even go? What do we
I don't know.
We
do
lost
at
our
this
boat.
point?
Why does Beery
we
know
have
where
a-
we're going?
Hey, he knows Earth. All right.
Okay.
We're getting out, so we're not in danger of potential worms, and then we've got a.
We got a whole ass. We got a meeting to be at.
Yeah.
This country, this land has worms. It's like infected with worms. Worms.
Worms
Give it
everywhere.
some
like it.
anti-worm
Don't like it.
medication. Flush out the worms.
That's gross,
Don't
Charlotte.
care for it. Don't care for it. It is.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
We are going to try and make this as close to a 5-minute break as possible. So live chat, 8:30 p.m. Eastern is our comeback time. Just about 5.5 minutes from now. Please keep your cameras on, but mute your microphones. See you all in 5. I'm going to put the starting soon up screen chat. We will be right back.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm back, and it's just me. How you guys liking this? Thanks for hanging out. See you later. And welcome back. Thanks for bearing with us for a total of 7.5 minutes. But hey, Charlotte needed wine, and I needed and a band-aid. Yes, that's true. And I needed to pet my dogs. Anyway, we reconvene, having the party just met up with Sengaya and only 4 remaining members of her crew, as her ship was destroyed through a water monster, and the cave has collapsed in front of them. Halowith, you picked up Sengaya, told the other 4 to get onto Marvin's back or in his hand, and are trotting along. I will leave it up to all of you. What are you doing?
Can you describe the landscape?
You are still within the cave system. Where you are now,
Oh.
yeah, you're still within the cave system. She is
Okay.
in the caves, huddled sort of in the corner, and you would see the rubble. Sorry, I probably didn't make this very
They were
clear.
taking refuge.
The rubble.
Yeah, the
I
where
thought we'd gotten to like near the exit, like cave mouth sort of situation.
you are closer
Sorry.
to it, but the rubble is meant to sort of signify, okay, well, we have gone down, and then we were going to go back up into this cave, but unfortunately, the cave is now just mostly rubble and has caved in, and there is so that entrance is no longer viable unless you spend the next few days with Marvin, probably 3 days digging out.
Wait. Our exit is collapsed. Is that what you're
Yeah,
telling me
the
right now?
pile of rubble
Yeah.
where Sengaya was sitting
Yeah.
on is the cave mouth.
Oh,
Well, I wasn't having a panic attack, but now I am. Okay.
Yeah, not loving that.
yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
Do we just
Okay.
keep
We gotta
trying?
just keep moving.
Yeah.
So can I prospect this for a second and see how long it'll take us? Like if I'm swinging, like
Yeah,
how
you've
fa-
got
how
the
long will it
cave
take us
troll,
to
you've
get
got
through
all of
this?
these. Do you want to try
You say
and
it
dig your way
days?
out of the cave? Or are you looking to find another direction through the tunnels?
I mean,
You said it was going to be days to try and excavate.
I
this
think
out.
given what you know about the cave here, it is a long way to go up that second incline
Okay.
that you initially went down.
Beery will relay that to the rest and just look at it up to them as like a unanimous or like get like a vote of what we do next.
Oh, that's
Do we keep
sadly
moving?
several hours waited. The other thing we can do potentially is ooh, wait for the beast to come and do that for us.
could there be more of its tunnels that we don't know about? I mean, what if there's an opening just above us or something? Beery, can
Are
you...
there more directions?
There are many tunnels, and you're going to hear Valgrim pipe up. There are many tunnels in Mordor now.
We would get lost in a maze
Mhm.
so easily.
Yeah.
We would be down here potentially forever with very little food. I think 2 options currently: go through where they were, as in they had to get in somehow, and it wasn't through the way we came in, right?
We
And he looks
could
at the
take you.
Groomlings.
We could take you back, but that would be Mordor.
Oh.
I mean, do we just go and not and leave old Elrond hanging?
We could send once we get to Mordor. Oh, there's no, as you said, it's barren. There's no fireflies or anything in Mordor, is there?
I have not
yeah.
seen any light bugs, no. If I may, point of order,
Yeah.
Elvish telepathy is a thing, and
Yeah.
you have previously attempted to speak beforehand. I don't want to railroad you, but I don't necessarily want you
Yeah.
floundering on
No, that's okay.
specifics.
It just seems like a very long distance.
Oh, it is.
And that
Let's-
seems like
yeah.
Galadriel level powers.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a certain amount. I've got my magic back, but I'd have to have a lot of help with that, I think.
Tariel, make me an insight check real quick.
Hate that. Why is that a thing?
Bated breath.
10, 16 with a 6.
16 with a 6. You
Technically,
you feel vibrations as you're standing there, but nobody else seems to notice them. And then you quick catch yourself
Oh.
and see something out of the corner of your eye that looks like the scales that Halloweth has been looking at, but it disappears very quickly.
yeah. Does it have that sort of ephemeral quality of a vision?
I think you would infer that, yes, this is somehow a kind of foresight.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
So the rest of you would just see Tario
Oh.
sort of glaze over, and she'll just sort of dazedly follow it, if she can. The general
Oh.
direction it's gone. You'll just still see her sort of go and fall and take off or walk off in a
You're
direction.
just gonna follow closely.
sure.
Confused.
We need a way out that is
Can
not
I-
taking all of us through Mordor.
Yeah, can I attempt? Oh, this is very kind of risky, but can I attempt to communicate with the worms? If
You
I
can
have that, because I
certainly
could do
try. You can certainly try.
because I can talk with animals.
Hmm.
Yes.
That'd be a law.
That'd be a lore check.
Yay.
Come on, Zach. This would be incredible.
This would be something. I don't know if it's good, but it'll be something. It's a cat.
Yeah!
Yes.
Gandalf
Yes.
6-3 with
Yes.
Gandalf with a 6 is a bunch of stuff. That's great. Wow.
The
Okay.
Valar are good.
Fuck
Wow.
you,
Done.
man. Come on.
It's a like, you can see. Hang on. Wait. let's see
You
if we
got
can
it?
here.
Gotta honor it.
Nice.
Gotta honor it. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, you bastard.
Hey, how's your worm voice?
It's pretty good, I think. It's just
Worms? How big are these worms?
I don't know. How big are you?
Are these worms from Fraggle Rock?
I don't know. Okay.
I just want to give a little shout out to the people in chat who watched Roll for Initiative because they probably know what I'm thinking about right now. Okay, carry on.
Okay. Halloweth, describe this for me.
He's going to just reach out at any kind of living beast which has been, part of this great natural world. No matter how ancient.
his own image.
It's it.
Sorry.
Hey, oh boy. He's gonna kind of call out and see what comes back first, as if there is it friend. It sounds friendly, unless Jim Henson has somehow turned to
No.
dark.
No. How are you doing this physically? The act of
physically,
magic. What's
he's
the-
gonna meditate. He's generally gonna he's gonna sit down cross-legged on the ground, and try and get into the absolute physicality, mentality, and essence of these worms, how they live, how they breathe, how they see, how they feel, how all of this by meditating in this environment and with whatever kind of connection is bouncing back kind of in an echolocation kind of way, along with all of his feelings that come with that.
I feel like you're just doing whatever Viggo Mortensen does when he gets into character.
Sure,
he's-
yeah, he's getting into character. He's
into worm
pretending to.
space.
He loved Aragorn. He's getting into that. He's just like, yeah, I'm doing. I saw him do this thing
I am
once
the
by a
worm.
river.
So, Halloweth, you set the thumper down on the sand, and it
Yeah.
thum, thum, thum. You feel the
Yes.
worm call to you. Jesus Christ.
He opens his eyes and they're just blue.
Yeah. Sengaya's like, why is... Actually, no, Valgrim's going to say, why is your friend sitting? And he's going to... Oh, he's preparing for the ultimate high five. That I...
I'm gonna start calling you Lisan Hal Gaib.
Oh,
Slam.
take a hope point.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's good.
Nice.
There you go.
I gotta reward it at some point, right? All right. So, Halloweth, you sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Start meditating. As you sit down, the ground beneath you, you feel the reverberations, not like a earthquake or anything, not really noticeable if you were standing, but you're so much more in tune with yourself now. Now that whatever is out of you, you feel that connection. You knew Valgrim and her siblings were telling the truth. You know that there is this connection that everyone feels. And that reverberation continues as you sit down. You place your hands into the ground and you feel the presence. And you don't feel any worms. You do feel vibration. And you do feel a darkness. And I'm just going to let you know that you rolled very well, because you are going to feel an almost physical attack to your psyche that, had you not rolled a Gandalf, would have done a pretty significant amount of damage to you having attempted to use your magic in a land of darkness. And you, having rolled a Gandalf, instead of collapsing into a heap like I was expecting you to, you are going to recognize instantly that if you attempt to do any magic, you are putting yourself and everyone around you at risk. This is very similar to why Gandalf did not light the fire in the books. He says, well, if anyone is looking for us, I at least am known to them, because he is using that magic and it is felt throughout the entirety of the land. And you feel that same truth, saying, okay, if I use this to our advantage, again, I can potentially be hurt, and I might be making myself known to others. But you rolled a Gandalf, so I don't get to spring any of that on you later.
Yay. Okay. I guess he retracts and... Oh man, I feel like Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2, like collapsing, and it's just like gets up like, my back, my back. Ow. Okay. And he'll look a little shaken, like, no magic from your magic boy. This is...
Well, you can still
None of
do
this magic
magic.
too hard.
You can still
I
do
still do
magic.
magic?
You can still do you feel no worm presences. You can still do magic. You know you're safe within the caves. But you know that if you were to try again, it might hurt a lot.
Okay. Well, still I mean, so if I try and use magic, it could just really hurt me, even if I...
It could potentially hurt you. If you roll well enough, you can also you could also reveal yourself to any potential friends or enemies by using the magic. But it is not out of your control to use it. You still have full faculty over it. It just might hurt a lot.
Yeah, no, I assumed it was just okay. It's just advised that I probably shouldn't, because that could endanger people.
I'm not saying anything. This is entirely up to you.
Okay, but there's nothing for now. There's nothing in there's no
Nothing.
there's no worms
Nothing.
at all.
You do not feel their presence.
I feel nothing. We seem to be... He's gonna reluctantly say, safe? I'm not sure what the vibrations are. Oh, wait, is it just cave-ins? Barry?
Is it cave-ins?
Insight check.
Are these vibrations something that is slithering, or is it something that is
Make me an insight check.
yeah,
Yeah,
because you would know
something
cave-ins.
moving. Maybe not worms, but something else maybe moving through.
I'm so afraid. Ah, 19.
19. With a 19, it might be cave-ins. It might be worms, but Halloweth's saying it's not. And you look up at the way the rock has fallen, and you kind of get a sense that the bigger rocks from up top kind of fell a little bit, but they don't seem split. They seem thrown.
That
Oh,
don't like that.
what does that mean?
What the hell does this mean? Do we just keep moving? Do we just gotta? None of this makes any sense. These
I-
rocks were like tossed. They didn't just get dislodged and fell and rumbled.
Are you
I think
saying
we
that
gotta
out
keep
loud?
moving.
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh yeah.
You're going to hear Sengaya pipe up. The monster followed us.
Oh,
Up.
It's
Up.
in the
from
cave.
the water.
Well, it's not here. It collapsed this one, but those vibrations. If you felt anything, it was probably.
Is it on the other side?
I can't say. I haven't heard anything in. Looks at watch that doesn't exist in that universe. Probably an hour or two.
Okay. We need to get moving regardless in case there are any more rocks thrown, caved in, general death, gremlings. Sorry, that's all I can call them.
It's fine.
Can you?
We do
can
actually
you
have a
lead us-
band. I know how to play the
Can you,
lute.
can you please lead us through? Yeah, they're called jeans in a dryer. Could you please lead us through to Mordor? And he kind of looks to the others like, do we have any other choice other than aimlessly wandering the caves?
I don't know how much of this I'm processing. Am I still chasing phantoms? Like, am
No,
I
I
still...
think knowing that it was a vision, it is either to you the worm that will travel through here, or the worm that already has traveled through here, or a warning, or a boon, something that is bound to happen. Your grasp on what has happened so far is not necessarily as clear to you, given what you rolled.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah, I'll just stare off into nothing for a moment and then sort of turn and say, whatever you all want to do is fine with me.
I'm just not sure what other choice we have.
We can take
it's-
you,
We were going to Mordor anyway.
But
but
not
you
this
had
many
an
people.
army. You had an army with you. There-
We just need a way out.
I can offer you a way through.
Then a way through we will take.
Everybody make me a scan check or
Further
an
in.
explore check, please.
Oh, jeez.
Let's explore a little bit.
Oh, God, here we go.
No, it's good. This is
I only
good.
have
You guys
2 dots in Explorer, but I'll try it. Fuck it. I don't know.
Oh, bollocks. Okay, no. I do not beat it.
What the fuck?
What? Did you Gandalf it?
It's a Gandalf, a 6 and a 3.
Hey,
I'm exploring
Nice.
so hard.
Amazing.
Nice.
Amazing.
21 scan.
Nice.
I rolled an Eye of Sauron, but he has he's
Yep.
favored in scans, so 25.
25. Nicely done. Okay. You all follow the Bjornings. Or excuse me, the Grimlings. Technically they are called the Bjornings. There is an actual name for Grimbjorns, like people, the shapeshift, and it's not important. Anyway, they lead you through, and Tariel, rolling the Gandalf, I'm actually going to say that the direction and the pull that you felt with the foresight vision is also pretty close to what Grimbjorn's kids are leading you down. They're leading you back the way you came into that, sort of circular meeting room area. But it's not, what am I saying? Sorry, we're live now, so I'm panicking about how to describe it a little bit better. But they're leading you back to that same area. They take you down that cave, and then it's this sort of almost circuitous back and forth as the cave almost becomes a kind of switchback of sorts. So you kind of get the sense that the worm didn't necessarily go straight down. It was some sort of, all right, I've hit bedrock or I've hit something and I need to go a different direction. Like if you've ever played Minecraft and you can't get through a certain place, you have to go a different direction. Otherwise the game is going to say, oh, can't go that way. And it just starts bobbing and weaving in this way that, like, you know how caves work. You know how Mirkwood works. None of this seems normal. None of this seems as though it is naturally made or occurring. And as you get closer and closer in, the cave gets much more narrow. You see as Marvin has to like sort of creep down almost. Some of the crew members have to like get off and start crawling as well. They are slowing you down. And I'm going to say, just for the sake of ease, and you are letting Grimbjorn's kids leave you, I'm going to go ahead and make a roll. We are going to see sort of how that goes, along with all of yours providing help. Ooh, that is low. 3, 6.
Do you want us to roll?
9. No, so you've already rolled your initial one.
Okay.
This is going to be the first of a few. And so that was not good. So you guys have a few minutes as Valgrim sort of plops down and says, I think we are close. We can rest here. Just a few minutes. Catch your breath. And sort of goes off in the corner to talk with her siblings.
Can I do the healing check for Sengaya?
Yeah, go for it.
I try and heal her a bit more in this little rest.
Yeah, go for it.
Tanel's gonna kind of like keep watch.
Okay.
And just and kind of do what she did in the Paths of the Dead. It's keep her eyes kind of closed and just listen.
Cool.
Yeah.
In that case, make me, if you're going to, make me an awareness check, but with favor. And Taria, what's up?
Can I also try something like while we're resting?
Yeah.
Can I just walk around this chamber? She hasn't really tried this yet, ever, but sort of running her fingers over the cave walls and sort of humming to herself and trying to deliberately trigger a vision again, trying to do it intentionally.
Okay. Yeah. This
I don't know
time,
if like I'm sort of thinking like song check or just some sort of like
yeah. So this would be an insight check, but out of nothing. But the cave, you're going to do it with ill favor.
Okay.
Sengaya is looking pretty healed.
Oh, that is okay. Yeah. We're going to say you pop the dislocated shoulder back in, gives it a twist. Oh, thank you. That was painful.
I can imagine.
Tanel, what do you roll?
24
24. Okay.
with a 6.
Okay. Tariel.
Sure again that my math is right. 4, 8, 12. 17 with my ill favor. My first one was a 6. This one's a 4. So
Okay.
but 17. So technically it's a 5. I keep forgetting to roll to round up with my die. It's fine.
So what did you roll?
It's a 17.
17. Got it.
17.
So that was an 18 for me. You are running your hands along the cave mouth. You don't even know how to trigger something like this.
Yeah.
You've heard about it in legend. But as you're running your hands along, you kind of catch it on something, and the rocks, you're a little bit distracted. A little bit of blood comes off. You feel part of that sort of like scaly like material as well, and it's hard. It's hi Star, there's a doggy. Sorry, easily distracted during live shows. Typically I'd cut that, but we just do that here now.
We're just rolling with it.
Yeah. And I think you would understand that there are consequences to trying to force this sort of thing, even if it's a karmic sort of indication that like, oh, I'm trying to do something I know nothing about other than it appears, and there are others that have said to have had this power.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So just nevertheless, like she'll just do without anything else to do, you know, she'll just sort of try scouting out what she can, but she can't really make anything of it.
Tanel, with a 24, it all stays pretty quiet for the time that you are looking out around. everyone, or at everything.
Mhm.
Valgrim is going to come up to the four of you and say, if you are all ready, we will continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you scout ahead or anything? Or did you just have to take a leak or something?
No, Ash is trying to talk to... I need to prepare you for something. I do not know
Oh.
what he did, but there is dark magic in Mordor. The Ents are, or is, the Ent is many branches and trunks, but one being. It is hard to explain. I will show you when we get to the entrance. And she's going to walk away.
It looks to the others, this sounds like a nightmare.
Yes, I agree.
I
And
don't
we've
know.
been avoiding it for a very long time. And now it stares us in the face.
Well, no time like the present. He follows.
Okay.
Following.
Okay. I'm going to ask you all to make one final either explore check if you want to try and find something else within the cave, or scan check to help aid in the amount of time that you spend in this cave.
I'll scan.
Explore.
Okay.
16. Beat it by 5.
Okay.
Beery's
Yeah.
going to trust them to navigate,
Okay.
and is going to choose to do explore.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
In which case, I will scan.
I scanned, but I do not see anything.
Okay.
Oh, I do. Ah.
Hi, Jimmy
Sorry,
Carr.
24 with 2 6s. Like
Okay.
really, like in the pocket
Yeah. Yeah.
for explore.
My
Okay.
scan is actually up for only having 2d6 in scan. I got a 20.
With
I got a 10.
Yeah.
I got a 10, a 6, and a 4.
Okay.
There we go.
In that case, I'll give you this moment.
Because we're
Beery,
deep.
You're deep underground.
deep.
You are exploring territories of the underground that have previously never been explored before. And
Ooh, don't talk dirty to me right now.
Gorge is going to come up to you at a certain point, and he goes, "Hey, Beery, have you noticed it smells different down here? I think
I
there's
was going
like,
to ask you the same thing.
yeah, there's like metals. I think in here, I don't know what the smells are." And I always think, come here, come with. And he brings you over, and Halloweth, you see Gorge sort of leading Beery off to the side, and you'll sort of join them. He goes, "Hal, come here." And what you're going to see underground is a kind of rocky material that is not quite obsidian, and it is not quite ruby. It is a kind of combination of the two, in that where the stone itself is red, the dark obsidian shards are within it. And wherever the obsidian is, the little red flicks of ruby, almost as if they are kind of competing with each other on who is going to be the sort of like top dog. If you've ever played those games where like the small fish has to eat the smaller fish to become the bigger fish, it's almost like the crystals and the earth itself are fighting against whatever is happening to it, as these formations continue to form, almost these like stalactite and stalagmite from the ceiling and the floor. They're tiny. They're like almost only the size of your hand, but they're almost forcing their way up out of the ground continuously.
Interesting. And that looks like where the path of the worm continues to change to avoid these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're collecting some of that.
Now we're
does it-
cooking with subterranean gas.
Yeah. Are these things difficult to chip away? Is it like obsidian where it's super brittle, or is it?
So it feels like it would chip away very brief, like that you could just break it off with your hand, but it takes a couple of yanks. It's not coming through. Marvin sees you struggling and goes, "Do you want me to just," and reaches his hand in and like kind of scoops it out with his dinner plate sized hand, and it's like the size of your head as this crystal is like mid transformation, not moving or anything, mind you, just like in battle with itself.
Like I'm imagining, like since the size of his head, you just see the crystal, and then just Beery peeking over it, all excited. Even as heinous as our circumstances are, this is very exciting. Probably only have enough room in like the pack for one. Would you say?
I think Gorge brought the cart, yeah? Or did we leave the cart in?
We did not bring the cart.
We don't have the cart.
I just wanted to make
Zach.
sure. Just wanted to make sure.
Sorry, like I'd love to say
It's
we
gone.
did. We do not.
That's totally
We did
fair.
not bring that.
If Beery left the cart behind, he is loaded up already a little bit. He's got
I'll
kind
say
of the
you've
hoarder's
got
pack.
you've got all of your stuff with you for sure.
But so he doesn't have much room, is what I'm trying to get to. So, what would you say realistically? You just grab one, and that'd be about it.
I think if you wanted to grab one, yeah. If you wanted to like ask someone else to hold one as well, you could probably get 2 or 3. But they're
Strap some
Gather
on.
around. Everyone gets their lucky rocks. You got your lucky stick. You need your lucky rock. All right. Yeah. You get one. You get one. And he starts passing them out, digging them up and passing them out.
All right.
Can I get an
Obsidian.
I need
ID
your
on
help.
these things at all?
ID.
Like,
From a magical perspective or from a physical
yeah,
geology
like what kind of
perspective?
feeling am I getting off these things? Is this like a Mordor darkness thing which we shouldn't probably be playing with, or is
Just
this
red lyrium.
It's gonna be great.
yeah, is this like, hey, I've just dug up some uranium. Good luck with your extra nose kind of thing.
Look at this cool rock. It glows in the dark.
Yay. Oh.
Yeah.
Give me an insight check for geology and a lore check for magical quality.
Magical.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you about to roll and rock?
Oh
Oh
my.
my god.
Oh boy. Okay.
One day I'm going to make a supercut of all of the puns you've had in the dozens of hours of this show, and it's just going to break me.
23 for insight.
23 for insight.
Attaboy.
Okay, so you vibe checked this rock. And the rock physically should be one of the largest rubies you've ever seen in the world. But it is currently being overtaken by some form of itself that has somehow been corrupted. And I think with the check that you need, this is less a, oh my gosh, this is something valuable that I can use and potentially trade, and more of an indication that whatever is happening above ground to the creatures is also happening to the physical world itself.
Okay. And then for lore, good grief. I've only got 4d6 in it now, but I got a 33.
Whoa, rolling hot.
Wow.
2 6s,
Oh.
an 11, and a 5, and a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
There is an
Nice.
unmistakable sense of dread surrounding these rocks or gems as you glance at them and think to yourself, these are corruption. They are emblematic of the thing that I had with my hand, with you, Halloweth. They are the physical world fighting back, and in the case of this particular stone, losing.
I
Just
can't put that
imagine
any
all
better.
the imagine all the amazing things we could make out of this.
This is a manifestation of evil overcoming the natural world.
He drops it. He's gonna trust Hal.
All right.
Listen, I'm not saying this is going to be a deadly thing. I'm just saying that darkness swirling over that beautiful ruby there is exactly what was swirling in me.
And for the first time, a dwarf abandoned a rock for an elf.
Technically, he abandoned a mineral. But I know.
You're right. You're right.
Halloweth, as Beery drops it, I need you to go ahead and make me one more insight check.
Oh no.
Oh my
I don't
God!
know.
What
See,
the hell?
this is fine. This would be fine if you didn't smile at the same time
I
as
smile
like
when I
that.
ask you to
Yeah.
make any check.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's a certain type of smile. You have many smiles.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I got a 6. That's nice.
good.
I beat my target number. I beat it by 10. I got 23, so I beat it by however much that is.
23.
Yeah, 7. Beat
Okay.
it by 7.
With a 23, as Beery grabs this rock and almost immediately drops it, it hits a stone, and you hear the stone and the gem clang against themselves, and you are immediately transported back to your father's forge as you recognize the clang in your mind
No.
as Galvorn, the meteor type substance, continues to be forged
My
by your
God.
father into a sword or two. This has the same ring. In that same way, Max, that you can hit something with a hammer, but it's going to sound different depending on, the angle, the material,
no.
everything.
Its composition. It's got
Yeah.
a good ring to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This has a great ring to it. So much so that Halloweth, you are brought back to the forge and then immediately snap out of it as bing, whatever sound it makes. I'll put in a cool sound effect there in post. No, I won't. We're live.
There's no post.
Oh,
There's
no.
no post. Sorry.
Haha.
You just have to try and do it with your mouth.
Everyone
No,
has to use their
let's-
imagination.
Let's use our imagination then.
Imagination.
Yeah, well, you said black swelling substance, obsidian-like. I immediately went, oh, like the sword. And okay. Yeah, best not touch this. This is bad. Bad, just bad. I mean, useful, to be fair. To be fair to it, it makes
Useful?
good swords. Well, I
What
don't
is it?
think we should be
How
using it.
about I take it with us, just one, and if it starts doing something funky, we'll bury it or something. I don't know, or drop kick it off a hill.
Are the
That's
rest
not-
of us still holding our chunks?
Yeah, everyone's like, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
The-
Taria's
No,
and-
gently.
What am I? What is it? What is going on? What is this?
I guess the bad
this-
and good rocks.
This is the exact substance my father used to make Galvorn. This is the meteorite.
And it's
Here.
Tanel just gently sets it on the ground and uses her foot to push it away from her.
Fantastic discovery, Barry. I love where your nose is at. Moving right along.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all horrible. This
Yeah.
is all horrible.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I'm letting you all know
Yes.
as the lore master. Good job. Very
Good idea.
nicely played. That was
Can I do one thing before we
go.
leave?
Well, do it. Do it. What do you got?
Okay. Looking at all of these crystals now, knowing what it is there any evidence of the land fighting back against the corruption?
I've already described it as such, so I won't have you make a roll for this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You
Okay.
on top of the more black obsidian type thing, you see crystal attempting to grow over it.
Okay.
Almost as a way to sort of envelop it. Like, oh, well, I can't let this get out. I might as well, it's a rock, so it's not sentient, but like sacrifice myself and absorb the rock and try and infect it with me.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
And Halloweth mentioned that it was forged, and this is like crystalline structures.
Mhm.
Okay. Does it seem just naturally sharp, like obsidian is like the sharpest thing around?
It does, yes.
Okay.
is this Galvorn itself? It's not innately evil, right? It's just space rock.
Space rock.
I'm just holding a big chunk of space rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't necessarily want to give you hints, as it might give things away.
Like Tariel is watching everybody else panic about it, and she's just sort of looking at hers. She'll sort of like put it, maybe just sort of set it down, but I think she's gonna pocket some.
Okay. Everybody making their way then up the switchbacks and such?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep going.
Please.
Okay. You all make your way through these caves, follow Valgrim and the siblings as they lead you up and through, and just for the sake of ease and time, it's going to take you a couple hours. You rolled well on the checks, not great. There was way more of the caves to explore, but you've taken a very direct path in moving things along. So I will say this, and I'm going to attempt to try and do this with the map that I'm going to show you in just a minute. I do not know if live chat is going to be able to see it because I need to set this up. However, as you come out of this cave, you see the light up ahead, and you see Valgrim sort of hold her hand out. The bear tree hybrid Ash being goes first, gives a grunt, signaling the all clear. You all sort of sneak up as sneakily as you can. Marvin's bringing up the rear, you're very much last. And in front of you is Mordor. And off to your left, miles and miles away, are the crumbled remains of Barad-dûr.
Mm-hmm.
And in between Barad-dûr and Mount Doom, because there's a fairly large distance between those two, is what can only be described as a nest. It's enormous. It's
Wait. You don't.
Let's just rewind all of that one more time, just nice
Sorry,
and slow.
when you say in between, do you mean covering the entire distance?
not the entire distance, but it's the size of a small building.
Oh.
This nest.
Nest. Tree, limbs everywhere, branches in and out, dirt, vines tying things together. It looks like scaffolding, and it's beautiful. It's a kind of, Tariel, you would think almost Mirkwood inspired way to design things. Thranduil might even be impressed if he saw this and it wasn't so evil looking, because the way that nature has formed around it, there is almost a symmetry to it. There's a dance that the tree was doing with the vines, as if they're working all in harmony together to create this nest.
Let's burn it. Let's do it.
I mean, that is one plan.
Sorry,
Arson is one plan. It's a good plan.
First, I mean, like, trees don't like fire. Thoughts.
You can't.
Don't you?
We've
No.
tried.
You tried.
Do we see an occupant of the nest?
You would have to get so much closer, Barry. It's miles.
How far?
Miles.
Okay.
I don't have the exact distance in front of me. I have done the math, but the note is not in front of me. You're walking a lot, like days.
Is it? I assume this is to our north. We've emerged like way to the south of it, right?
You are, if we're looking at a map of Mordor, you are approaching from the east underneath the mountains. To the north of you is basically everything. Mount Doom, Cirith Ungol, Minas Morgul,
Gotcha.
Everything. That's why it's so far.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're very far south.
Yeah. You went by
And
boat,
is
so
it-
I gave you a lot of time.
Well,
Is
we
it
made it.
It would have been a lot faster if we took the Eagles. Just saying.
That's the end of our campaign, guys. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
everybody.
yeah, nice, yeah.
Oh my.
Is it truly just wasteland in front of us?
Would you like to see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, no.
So this
but-
is
I
this is
mean-
not an artwork. This is a map that I have created.
Ooh.
I had to do this. I did this one a while ago. Apologies, Little Wit. Full disclosure: I am not sure how share screen is going to work with Zoom. So, chat, you may not see this right away. I will do my best to show it. Okay, hang on one second. We're gonna get rid.
Please hold.
Yeah, please hold while Don does a thing. So we've got the overlay. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna
Oh, God,
share
what have-
this
what have we
screen.
done?
It's
We're gonna
okay,
share
Shred
that.
Mordor.
If you can't see it, would you like us to describe it to you, or would
I
you
can
like
show it.
us
Give
to
me a
God
find
damn
second.
it.
you a box?
Hang
God
on.
damn it.
Hang on. I'm
Very good, Zach.
So there's just
Very
a
good.
black screen right now. Hang on one second. Live chat. I will be here momentarily. This is so funny. This is what they
Oh
say.
yeah, it is just a black screen.
Yep,
isn't it?
yep, yep, yep. We're back. We're back. So this is what you see. You've come out of the cave mouth on the left-hand side of the map. On the left of you, you see yet another collapsed portion of the cave with the skeleton of an enormous worm
Oh, it's on screen.
sticking out of it. Yes, it's on screen.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, it is there. Okay, good. All right.
You
Sorry,
also
it just showed up
see-
on mine. I'm a little behind.
Sorry, you
no,
also
but it's on
see the
YouTube.
body
Mhm.
of an Oliphant and what look to be several wargs as the collapse seemed to have taken out some of whatever struggle was going on here as one of the worms was crushed underneath the rocks of another one.
Is
Or
that a
another
spider
cave
egg?
entrance.
Is that a spider egg?
Where are you looking?
Right cave
Right.
Right.
Above the Oliphant.
above the Oliphant?
Not an egg. You would see a body of a creature. Unclear what it is. You'd have to get closer. But it is long dead. This is like She Loves
Okay.
Cave, dehydrated orc style.
Oh no. I hate this. This is awful.
I-
Can we
I
go
don't-
back?
I don't like
Yeah.
it. No.
Gonna
But
Uh,
also I can't look away.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. I hate
But
it.
it's wasteland. There's no trees. Are there even?
Oh no,
like,
hang on.
big
I'm not done
rock
yet. I'm not done
formations?
yet. This is
Oh,
just
God.
sort of what you
Oh,
see in the
there's
beginning.
more?
There's more.
Oh
yeah.
god.
So what you're gonna see
Yay.
is a general sort of similarity from what you see in that map scattered everywhere. Bodies, skeletons, piles of ash and rock. And you also see off in the distance a bunch of things. I'm not going to describe them in any order of importance, but rather what is closest to you and what is farther to you. Because closer to you, what you see is a grove of trees, probably about 100-ish yards off, but the trees are dying. They're dead in a way that is not a normal kind of dead tree. It would actually remind you of the trees you saw in the Paths of the Dead. You also see within yet another barren wasteland, very similar to what Frodo and Sam saw. You know, there's craters everywhere. There's mud. There's gunk. But it's all been trampled down to the ground. Imagine an elephant stampede the size of like several highways wide of cars, all going in one direction. The ground itself is trampled. And then on top of that, these creatures had to relieve themselves. The orcs that were still with Grishnak and Gwai here had to have their caves and their tents and their fires and their armories. But it's all crushed underneath foot again. And this makeshift, almost building on layer after layer of grime and muck and dirt and evil, continue to just spew forth as far as the eye can see. And then there's a mountain. And it is smoking. And the clouds above you have choked out the entirety of the sun. And you hear Marvin go, "So there is no sunlight. Oh, if I knew if it was daytime or no, I'd be really happy right now, but I don't. Sorry. Where do we go? My eyesight's not great."
Towards the horror before us.
You're going to hear Valgrim chime up. "We should go towards the trees, or perhaps..." and she's going to look over at her brother Ash. And Ash is going to, Alloth, very similar to you, take the limbs of his tree-like arms and body, and you're going to watch as the roots begin to move and extend as he too communes with nature. And for our final scene of tonight, you are going to watch the dead trees begin to move, but not in the way that you would expect a Huorn or an Ent to move. It is a series of trunks all in one. And if anyone's ever heard of Pando or the Great Aspen, so what this is, it's a quaking aspen. It is the largest and densest
It's a single organism
in the world. It is in the Fishland National Forest of Utah with an estimated 47,000 stems connected by a root system that spans 42.8 hectares. The word pando is Latin for eye spread, by the way, just a fun little note. And I think without needing any insight checks, at the very least, the three elves would gather that this single organism used to be many. In the same way that Legolas knew that the trees were speaking to each other, you hear, but not in that deep guttural you expect. It's more of a sandpaper over stone and rock. There's a scraping. There's a pain that comes with this movement as the vines themselves are all somehow interconnected. It's like, you remember that scene in the Mighty Ducks movie where he ties all of them on ice skates together and starts walking around? You all somehow have to find a way to work together to move in one direction. And these trees do not know how. And it is hurting them as you hear the groans coming from it. "This is our tree friend. He's been keeping us at least a little bit hidden. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do, but it could provide us some semblance of safety, perhaps, for a while, before we decide what to do."
Yes. Tanel is going to look at the sky and look for any birds, anything that might be watching us from above.
A couple of fell beasts off in the distance. You see flocks of what you would assume to be Krebine from Dunland or something akin to it. They're not quite around where you are. You haven't attracted their attention or anything, but they're around. The skies are watching.
What's Gollum doing?
He's still stuck on Marvin's arm.
Can we turn to him now, actually, and say, this is the exact moment where Tariel either kills you or you lead us to that secret way.
Make me a persuasion check.
Ass with an arrow.
Happens. Wow, that was bad. It's all twos. Every single die is a two.
No. That's just 22s over and over again.
Oh yeah,
it's just several 22s.
I rolled two, so two 22s. That's 44. Get wrecked. No, I
don't think that's how that works.
No. Oh God. Okay. Well. Oops. All twos.
Gollum's gonna look at you.
River shows you the way.
Insight check.
Make me an insight check.
Yeah, I would like to do that as well.
actually.
I believe him personally. I think he's grand. Cool. Thanks, Gollum.
Seems like a nice guy.
Seems like real genuine.
Got our 22.
I do as
Hey.
well.
And 2 6s.
Darn, I got a 19. But I still beat my target number.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no, sorry, just kidding. No, mine's better. At
Sorry.
25 actually.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. With those insight checks, Gollum could lead you to Gwai here, but with 3 of you rolling past your target number, there's something he's holding back.
Mm-hmm.
Beery would like to approach Gollum. Or Smeagol.
Yeah.
I would like to approach the bitch.
Nice. And just attempt to kind of place a hand on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my friend, it's now time to do the brave thing. And just do his best to reach him.
Hang on. Make me a persuasion check.
Oh my God.
I take a fellowship. Fuck it.
Take a fellowship point. Add an extra
We
d6.
agree to that.
Yeah, please.
Fellowship.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tariel's knives are in her hands. She's just sort of standing.
Did you
on them.
Gandalf it?
Did you?
You
Yeah.
Yeah?
take
Oh
the
my God,
camera.
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Wow.
You'll love to see it.
That's
Which the chat has been calling on account of Max's typo. They've been calling a Gandalf.
I love it.
Oh, Randy.
I love it.
Fuck. Okay. That's 2 Gandalfs that
Oh, yes,
have
a
made me
Randolph.
have to
We
lore
keep-
dump.
We keep breaking.
No, this is great. This is good.
Smeagol, it's time to do the brave thing. It's trying to get to him.
Master Beery. The cat wants you to be here. He was looking for you. He was looking for the troll. He's looking for all of us. He also wants to get the precious back. And he says he will give it to us. Yes, and we will get the precious back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're here to get it. We're gonna get it back.
Yes. We goes to him now.
Would you, this is to
To-
Smeagol. Where is he?
He glances over at the trees coming your way.
The cat is in the trees.
I would chime with a little bell. But you've removed it.
I knew it. I knew it. I wrote it down. I knew it.
Where is he relative to us?
You do not see him in the midst of these moving trees heading in your direction.
Show
Uh.
yourself. Show yourself.
So you can cut my head off again? I think not.
How did it feel the first time?
And the second. Painful, I admit. And yet, here I am, existing. We have a common enemy, you and I.
Do we?
Yes? You want to
Or are
destroy
we simply-
Guahir? Oh, no, go ahead.
Are we simply pawns to you? To get exactly what you want?
You are all pawns to me at one point. Once upon a time, I thought of this land as my children. I was going to bring about the great peace of Middle-earth. I was a fool. I was a fool. And yet, my spirit is bound, and I wish to be free.
Is he telling the truth?
Insight check,
Can I-
please.
Yep.
Where is Marvin like holding Gollum down on the ground? Like, how is Gollum?
Gollum's
situated
still
relative to
being
us?
held by Marvin. It's like holding a bird in your hand. You don't really want to let it go, but you don't want to squeeze it too hard. You crush it. He's just kind of hanging out there. Beery, you've untied the rope from your neck. I just want to make that clear 2.5 hours
Oh,
later.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
20. I beat it by 5.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Just for the record, that's 3 6s.
Well, okay.
It's Sauron.
Yeah, I know, but I could try.
He's obviously lying about something. You cannot trust Sauron ever.
Hmm.
However, he's been a cat this whole time. If he was going to try and take something over, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago?
No.
Wouldn't he have tried to use some of his power? That's what you get with a 20 insight check, and that is the thought that crosses your head.
I would like to do an insight.
Do an insight check.
Just emotional. And well, that's
I'll
2 6s.
try.
Yeah, go for it. Anyone that wants to.
I might as well. You never know. Never know if you can break him again.
Yeah.
But I might
Beery's
be able to.
currently engaging with Smeagol.
That's a 22.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
A 22 with 2 6s.
Okay. Zach?
No, not that. It's 20 exactly. 19. So he's just so good. Okay.
You can't trust him.
No, he's the deceiver.
He
Of
is
course you
literally the
can't.
deceiver. And yet, he seems to have put together something. He has the semblance of a plan. You can just behead him afterwards. Maybe. And these are the
Why?
thoughts that cross your head. And you immediately pick up, wait a minute, no, I should not be trusting this at all. And something inside all of you with a successful insight check leads you to believe that perhaps your minds are being swayed in such a way, and
He's clouding our minds.
Of course he is. That and
Can I? Sorry, Zach, go ahead.
no. I'm exasperated. That's all.
I would like. Can Tariel sidle up to Gollum
mhm.
and just like without breaking eye contact with sort of the vague sound or the direction
The
she
direction
thinks
of his voice,
Sauron's
yeah.
voice is coming from, she'll just sort of lean down to Gollum and say, "He will never let you have the precious. You'll have to kill him if you want it."
Make me a persuasion check.
Nice.
Okay.
Let them fight.
Please.
Oh, I watched it spin and spin and spin on the edge of a Gandalf, and then it did not give me a Gandalf. It gave me a 10. It gave me a 12.
12.
Yeah.
Gollum's going to look at you and say,
Let us go. Let us wring out his filthy little nexus.
Tariel will just look at Marvin and say, "Marvin,
Hmm.
aren't you tired of carrying him?
yeah? What? Oh.
You could put him down for just a moment to stretch your hand."
Right you are, Commander. And he slowly Sets Gollum down. Gollum looks at all of you. And sprints back into the cave.
Yep.
Yeah.
For our final roll of the evening, athletics checks.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Athletics check.
Athletics checks. If you want to try and catch him, if you're gonna let him go, let him go.
Tariel's gonna let him go. She's gonna let him go.
Fuck,
You know
I don't
what?
care
She's
anymore.
tired.
Fuck him. I don't.
We're already in
It's-
Mordor. He's more trouble than he's worth. We've got Sauron. We've got Full Metal Alchemist Tree Man. We've got a lot happening right now.
I think Tanel takes like 2 or 3 steps and then just is defeated. And it's just like,
I just want to see what the dice do.
Do it.
go for it.
It's an Eye of Sauron.
Oh,
No, you're joking.
No, why would I?
joking.
also, oh my god, oh man, great place to roll an Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, that's
Also,
yeah.
Josh Neff just called the tree Full Metal Botanist. So
There we go.
Josh is always on fire.
Oh my god.
Great.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
Beery, remind me
So-
again. You were walking alongside. Did you have the rope tied to your hands again after you took it off your neck? Did you
No,
specify?
he just trusted Marvin to,
Okay.
to take over.
Okay, so the rope is off, and none of you are fast enough. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go ahead and make just a random athletics check.
To be fair, I didn't roll. Maybe I'll.
You want to
see what
roll?
happens.
That's entirely.
That's not
that
to
is
say
enti-
that Gollum won't come back
No.
and wring Sauron's neck later. I just
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think Howard cares. He's just a little
No.
slimy git. He's just, yeah, okay, go, fuck it, go.
Bye.
I like to think that
Get her
Beery
off.
like took a step to like intervene,
Mhm.
but then stops and just watches him leave. And I hope they make like eye contact at some point. And there's just that like total letdown.
Yeah.
I know, I imagine it with an Eye of
I thought
Sauron,
we
you
were
just
bros.
fall over your bootlaces. Like, you go after, you try and have a really nice moment, and then
And just
Gollum actually tied the rope to your neck again, just to kind of give it one.
yank him back again.
As he scampers off into the cave, you're going to hear a voice coming from somewhere up in the branches of these trees. Well, now that that's done, shall we speak more plainly? And that is where we are going to end tonight's
Oh.
episode of the Unpredicted Party.
Oh my God.
Thank you all so much for joining us. I have been Don Marshall. These are my internet friends. Thank you for joining us for our live show. We had a lot of people here for the live show. This was great. I
This
love
was
this feedback.
Thank you all for being
Thank
here.
you for hanging out.
guys.
We will attempt to be back 2 weeks from now, Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern time on this YouTube channel, youtube.com/DonMarshall72. No promises, though. It's been wild trying to schedule these the last few weeks. Very
We're
special.
coming up on the holidays. It's
Yeah,
just...
yeah. We're going to have like one 50-hour session and just get it all out of the way. Thank you all so much for joining us. Reminder, podcast episode will go live on this Monday at 7 a.m. Just because this is a live show and we're all working adults, we're going to forego the Unpredicted after party. I would like to attempt to do a little bit of a longer one next time, provided we have the time. Thank you all so much for your patience and understanding as we come to the conclusion of the Unpredicted
Oh my God,
party.
we're in Mordor.
Final
We're in
area.
Mordor.
We've gone a little rogue. Sorry, Elrond.
Yeah, oh yeah, oops.
Fine.
Hope you're, yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's a big
Oh,
deal.
I want it on record that I wrote halfway through this session, uh-oh, Sauron Cat might be aiming for the ring and sidling up Aguai here.
Good.
And here we are.
Here we are, 2.5
Oh, no.
hours later.
Cat and bird are friends.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
All right. So this was episode 67. Join us 2 weeks from now, episode 68. And then, if all goes according
Josh
to
is
plan,
asking, is episode 69 going to be the final episode? Will it be the climax?
Yeah.
That is entirely
my
possible.
God.
You skipped
Nice.
you skipped a combat that I was planning on having you have today by doubling back, but it worked perfectly because we got to do so much of the other stuff that I couldn't include in the last cave scene. So well done, all of you, and we will see
Perfect.
what Mordor has in store. See you all 2 weeks from now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Love you all. Mwah.
I
Oh, wait, hang on. I don't know where the end screen is. Oh, no, they're still watching
Wow,
us.
this is awkward.
This is so awkward
awful.
now.
Everyone
Where
just
is
It's
wait.
like when you say
Everyone
goodbye
wait.
and you both walk in the same direction.
Yeah.
So I'm going
Wow.
back to the
I
stream to
saluted
start
and
next
Don
week.
everything.
Marshall,
That's the
everyone.
signing off.
You did-
Don
yeah, you
Marshall
did.
signing off to the starting soon stream. I will fix that. Never. Goodbye,
you
everybody.
Yeah, no, why not? Okay. Bye-bye.
Just cut
Bye-bye.
us off mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
say something funny.
Yeah.